You know that feeling, that nagging sense that you're just reacting to life, that you're behind the curve in your own story, that the woman in your life is a mystery that just gets more confusing the harder you try. That's the alarm bell. That's your inner king, the one who's supposed to be holding the bowl, banged on the door of the dungeon you've locked him in. This is your call to adventure, and you can ignore it. You can stay in the comfortable misery of passivity, where it's safe and you don't have to risk being wrong. But the cost is your power. It's a slow, soul-sucking leak that leaves you listless, frustrated, and wondering why you feel so fucking empty, even when you're successful. That's the karma of inaction. It's not a punishment from the universe. It's the natural consequence of a diesel engine trying to run on watered-down gas. It sputters. It dies. So let's talk about the first skill, containment. You think you don't know how to do this? Bullshit. You already do. Think of the last time you were focused on a project, a hobby, your car. Remember that. You read the manual. You knew its sounds. You put your energy around it. You didn't just hope it would work. You took positive ownership. That's the first pillar. It's not about control. It's about stewardship. It's the difference between a prison warden and a master gardener. The warden tries to control the vine and it withers. The gardener understands the vine, tends the soil, provides the trestle, and the vine flourishes. He owns the well-being of the garden, and in return the garden feeds him. That's the deal. Now, take that exact same mindset and apply it to your relationship. Your job isn't to love her in some abstract Hallmark card way. Your job is to understand her, like you understand that engine. You became a PhD in your Porsche. Now become a PhD in her. What makes her tick? What are her cues? Not just her words, her body language, the tone of her voice when she says I'm fine. This is attunement. It's not being a soft emotional sponge. It's gathering data. A hunter attunes to the forest. A general attunes to the battlefield. You attune to the feminine energy in your care. And when you're attuned, you must be responsive. This is where most men turn into a brick wall. She's at a 2 on the emotional scale, giving you a cue, a sigh, a crossed arm. You ignore it. She goes to a 3, a little sharper tone. You stonewall. She escalates to a 4. And now you're thinking, holy shit, she's crazy. No, you dumbass. You're just a shitty dance partner. She's been trying to lead, because you're just standing there. Responsiveness is the lead in the tango. A slight pressure, a shift in direction. It's saying, I see you, I hear you. We're moving this way now. This is the science of it. You are the container, the clamshell. She is the life within it. When the shell's strong, secure, and responsive to the ocean's current, the life inside can be soft, creative, radiant. It can multiply the energy you put in. When the shell's cracked, passive, and unresponsive, the life inside has to harden to protect itself. She becomes rigid, controlling, and critical. She's not trying to be a bitch. She's trying to build her own shell, because yours is useless. Let's chunk it up to the big picture. Why does this matter on a cosmic scale? Because this isn't just about your relationship. This is about the hero's journey of the masculine spirit. We're living in a society that's like a tribe, where all the men have forgotten how to hunt and build shelter. They're sitting around lost, while the world gets cold and dark. This war on masculinity is just a symptom of a species that's amputated its own limbs and wonders why it can't walk. You were never meant to carry this load alone. In a tribe, the pressure of containment was shared. Now it's all on you. The job that builds her well-being, everything. It's an impossible task. And it's designed to break you, to make you passive. And passivity is the betrayal of your very essence. Masculine energy, it's a river, not a pond. If it stops moving, it stagnates, it dies. So what's the skill? Reclaiming your emotional horsepower. You've been sold a lie that emotions are for women. That's industrial revolution bullshit, designed to create better factory workers. A disconnected man is a productive drone. But a connected man, a man who can feel rage, joy, grief and passion without dropping his container, that man is a fucking force of nature. He's a hunter who can track the subtle emotional scent of a situation. He's a leader who can feel the morale of his team. His emotions are data, not weakness. And you're afraid of this. You're afraid if you really feel it, you'll lose control. You'll become a mess. That's your inner little boy talking. The one who got hurt and decided feeling was too dangerous. That little boy is running your life, and he's a shitty CEO. Imagine your consciousness is a castle. Your sovereign self sits on the throne in the great hall. Your emotions, they're messengers, knights, and courtiers running into the hall, delivering news from the kingdom. My lord, there's grief at the western gate. There's anger on the northern border. The king doesn't freak out and burn the castle down. He listens. He acknowledges the message. I hear you, Sir Grief. Your message is received. Guards, see him to a chamber where he may rest. He contains the emotion. He doesn't become it. When you drop containment, it's like the king seeing the messenger screaming and running out of the castle in panic. The kingdom falls into chaos. That's what happens when you explode. You've abandoned the throne. So how do you install this? Unconsciously, you already seek structure. You already crave direction. It's why you get obsessed with a video game, a sport, a project. You're looking for a domain to rule. Now, consciously, claim your primary domain. Yourself, your energy, your relationship. See your energy as a literal force field around you and what you care about. Throughout your day, just check in. Is my field up? Am I in my centre? Or am I scattered, reactive, passive? When you feel her testing you, that chaotic energy, don't fight it, don't dismiss it, contain it. See it as a storm outside your castle walls. You don't run out into the storm, you stay in your centre, you hold the walls. You provide shelter. You respond from that unshakable place. I see this as important to you. I'm here. We'll figure this out. If you do this, your life doesn't just get better. It upgrades to a different fucking dimension. The woman in your life will feel a safety she maybe has never known. She'll soften, she'll blossom. The respect in her eyes will be a fuel that makes you more powerful than any Fortune 500 success ever could. You'll become a pillar in your community because contained men create contained families, which create contained communities. You become part of the solution, a node in the re-emerging network of masculine power that the world is literally dying for. If you don't, the path's clear. More of the same, the slow drain, the quiet resentment, the relationships that feel like a burden, the feeling of being a passenger in your own life, watching the world get colder through the window. That's not your path. You heard the call. You're listening to this now. The throne in your inner castle is waiting. It's been gathering dust. It's time to take your seat. The kingdom is waiting for its king to awaken. Now feel that, not as a thought, but as a resonance in your bones. The code's installed. The update's complete. The rest is just execution. You're already breathing, and as you breathe deeper now, you can feel the ancient drum beat inside your chest. The same drum that's called every man who ever became a legend out of the fucking cave and into the firelight.